Stadium.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They will run for the first time with Rex Burkhead. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Up the gut with Burkhead.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
On third down, they turn to Burkhead.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Here we go now on first and goal. Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Nico Collins.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon.
So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown. Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over. Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here.
At their own 21. Moore, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, Darnold steps away to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From the 50, it's Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line.
A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Here's Darnold. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 66 yards.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here.
They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And some room to work. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
57 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Burkhead is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Burkhead. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Royce Freeman taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught. They get the 2, and they double them up now at 16-8. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's his sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
That one caught downfield by Howard.
Touchdown! O.J. Howard, 34 yards.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
But once again, the Texans will try for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke.
And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Texans are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Burkhead going to run straight ahead here. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
Pierce will try to pick it up. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Driscoll. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half.
And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here
at their 25-yard line. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. A play fake, and it's Darnold. He'll buy some time right. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Panthers are back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Now a dump off here complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Back to throw again. Flushed out, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Now back to throw.
Cooks on the quick slant.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16. Final minute now of the third quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. There again is Cooks, complete.
And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Burkhead. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Rex Burkhead taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
They'll try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits. So you.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.